When we think about this trophy, a few questions comes up to our minds. Why is this award so prestigious? Why is it considered to be the pinnacle of individual achievement in football? How does it separate legends from mere mortals? And why has it lost credibility over the years? You see, Ballon d'Or, which literally means golden ball in French, is a major individual trophy held annually by France football, and widely considered to be the greatest accolade a player can achieve in their career. It is supposed to be the ultimate symbol of greatness. Only the best of the best get to receive the honor. However, despite its prestigious status, this topic has always been controversial to talk about due to its biased opinions and decisions, ambiguous voting mechanisms, vague assessments on the candidates, and overall fairness have been questioned. So sometimes you wonder to yourself, is this award really special? We go way back to 1956, where a French sports magazine, France Football, established a new individual award for European players. The original idea was proposed by a retired French footballer turned sports journalist, Gabriel Arnault. While his name might sound foreign, his influence on the beautiful game is immense. Most historians even agree that the introduction of professional football in France in 1932 was due above all to Arnault. Him and his colleague, Jacques Ferrand, also developed the idea of the European Cup, which is now known to be the tournament we all know and love, the Champions League. Despite no statues, stadiums, or streets named after the visionary man, he for sure left a huge mark in football, one of it being the symbol of greatness. Players who win this award are immortalized, their names etched into football history as the true legends of the game. But initially, Ballon d'Or wasn't always called Ballon d'Or. It was often referred as the European Footballer of the Year award, as between 1956 and 1995, the award was exclusive to European players, making Sir Stanley Matthews of England the first and also the oldest winner at the age of 41. Surely this sparked early controversy, as some of the greatest footballers alive at that time, who originated from outer parts of Europe, such as Pelé, Maradona, Lorincha, Zico, aren't eligible to receive the honor. It was only until 1995 that the rules changed, allowing non-European players that play in European clubs to be eligible. And it was George Weah of AC Milan that immediately benefited from the change of rules, as in that year, Weah was the first non-European and first African player to win the award. And in 2007, the scope was finally expanded to include players from across the globe, making the Ballon d'Or a truly international award. Despite this rule change broadening the pool of potential winners, the Ballon d'Or continued to face criticism for its selection process. Since its establishment, the award was determined by a panel of football journalists, which some felt introduced regional biases and favoritism. This led to questions about whether the award truly reflected the world's best player or simply the most popular in the eyes of the media. Over the years, players who performed remarkably in smaller or less glamorous leagues were often overlooked, while those from big European clubs, especially those with widespread media coverage, dominated the voting. A major shift occurred in 2010 when Ballon d'Or merged with FIFA's World Player of the Year award, creating the FIFA Ballon d'Or. This was an attempt to combine the prestige of the Ballon d'Or with FIFA's global reach, expanding the voting panel to include national team coaches and captains alongside journalists. However, this change brought about new controversies, as the voting process became more about reputation and popularity rather than pure performance on the field. And many began to notice a pattern. The awards seemed to be dominated by the two GOATs, Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, with the duo collectively winning 13 out of 15 awards between 2008 and 2023. While undeniably a testament to their greatness and further proof to show how consistently dominant they were during their prime, the repeated victories raised uncomfortable questions about whether their domination was a reflection of their brilliance or whether the award had merely become a popularity contest. After the partnership with FIFA ended in 2016, France football reclaimed full control over the Ballon d'Or and implemented several changes back to their previous Ballon d'Or format, where the candidates will no longer receive backing from their teammates and coaches, and return to its previous regulations, where only journalists will choose the winner, while also expanding the shortlist from 24 players to 30. While most of us agree that this award is an individual award and trophies should be mildly irrelevant, it became pretty apparent that team achievements, especially winning major trophies like the Champions League or World Cup, played a major role in determining the winner. It only raises the question we've all been asking. What criteria were they really using to make their decisions? So in 2022, France Football updated the voting assessment criteria to focus on three main factors. The first being individual performance over the previous season, the second is team success, and the last is player behavior and fair play. Well, while there's at least a bit of transparency in this, the second point still blurred the lines. Shouldn't an individual award focus solely on individual contributions? And additionally, there are still numerous factors to consider, such as fame, global influence, etc., that can lead to a biased scoring result. More doubts regarding its credibility increased when they began to add more subcategories to the ceremony. While the additional trophies opens more opportunities for other players, such as the Gerd Muller Trophy for the best striker, Copa Trophy for the best young player, and Yashin Trophy for the best goalkeeper, the gravitas of the original award has frankly been diluted. Because when else can we say that this goalkeeper, who outshone legends such as Gianni Rivera, Eusebio, Bobby Charlton, won the Ballon d'Or in 1963, or how Brazilian Ronaldo won it at the young age of 21. So ultimately, the problem lies in the blurred lines between the best player and the most successful player in a given season. Many argue that team achievements have increasingly weighed more in the decision, making it difficult for great players on weaker teams to compete for the title. Additionally, the lack of transparency in the voting process has led to speculation about whether the award is more a reflection of media narrative than of actual merit. But recently, due to the absence of the two absolute GOATs in the shortlist, this award is slowly catching back up to what it's worth. And it makes the upcoming years of rivalries all that exciting, because we get to see who will actually inherit the throne after a decade-long reign of domination by Messi and Ronaldo. As the football world continues to evolve, with new generations of players rising with advances in technology providing deeper analysis of individual performances, the award has the potential to return to its roots as a true measure of individual excellence, free from bias, media agendas, and the shadow of club success. But until then, we, as football fans, will continue to question whether this golden ball is truly worth its weight in gold.